Hey John, bring that wheelbarrow in. Park it right over there. Let me show you what I've done. I measured the concrete patio and it measured 9 feet wide. So I found the center point, which is 4'6". Now our granite stairs are 4 feet wide, so I measured 2 feet on each side of the center line. Then I added a little bit more, 3 inches, to help support the granite. So this is the width of the hole we're going to be digging. You ready to get started?
Absolutely. How much deeper we got to go here, Roger?
Well, John, I can't answer that question for you right now because see this I found on my shovel?
Yeah.
Clay. Now we can't have that underneath the stairs.
Why is that?
Because it holds water, it'll freeze and expand and cause our stairs to move in the wintertime. So we have to dig down below that clay level. John, take a look here. We're down about 30 inches, and if you look right here, you can see where the clay layer ends. And now we're down into a gravelly soil, which will drain really well. The good news is, we're done digging.
Oh, that is good news.
All right, John, what we're gonna do now is we're gonna put 3/4 stone into our hole. This will help drain away the water, but it'll also compact really hard underneath our granite steps. Now I'm gonna dump this in. We're gonna put in a 4 to 5 inch layer and then compact it. We're going to be putting in over 2 feet of stone in here. Now the key is to get it compacted so that the stairs don't settle. Now we could use a good old-fashioned hand compactor, but it's really hard to get everything 100% compact. So what we're going to use today is called a jumping jack. It's got a motor on it which drives a piston which makes this plate go up and down. So if you give me a hand lowering it down in, I'll show you how it works.
Okay.
Ready? Good. I'll get it started then. John, grab the corner of this landscape fabric and we're going to lay that down right on top of our stone.
What's this for, Roger?
Well, our next step is to put down stone dust, and that's this material here. Now you can see this is what we're going to lay the granite on, but if we didn't put this fabric down, it would go down into the stone and clog it, and if it settled too much, our granite stairs would go down. So now we're just going to put on a whole layer of stone dust.
Sounds great.
Each one of the granite steps measures 7 inches thick. Now my setting bed is 21.5 inches below the top of the patio. What's going to happen is we're going to step off the patio 7 inches to the first granite step, off the first granite step 7 inches to the second, off the second 7 inches to ground level.
Okay, Roger, you've given me 3 7 inches, which makes 21 inches. But you said the setting bed was 21.5 inches below the level. Why the extra ½ inch?
Each granite stair is going to be higher by 1/4 inch in the back so that when it rains, the water will run off it and away from the house. And now we're ready to set our first step.
Sounds good.
Unsoldered these. All right, keep that in 2 or 3 inches from the end. Slide it in. That's perfect. Do the other side for me. Okay, slide that wood out. I'm going to let this end down. I'll bring the wood up. I want you to set it up for a fulcrum again. All right. Take that. Okay, so lay that down, John. Catch the bottom of the stone, right in the middle. Okay, lift up. Okay, now just lift up and set it down. All right, now we got to take some measurements. John, we've aligned the center line of the step with the center line of the porch.
Oh, that's good. That'll ensure that the steps are right in the center of the porch.
Right. Now we have from the face of the porch to the face of the bottom stone 22 inches. Now we're going to have 2 steps, so we're going to have 2 11-inch treads.
Okay, but what's going to fill in back here behind the steps?
That's where we get some more stone and fill in that and get ready for our next step.
Okay.
John, that looks really good. Now, instead of installing a big, heavy, expensive piece of granite which would run all the way to the foundation, we're going to use cheeks or fillers like I've installed on that end, and this one's going to go in here. Now that's going to support the next stair. We'll simply tap them down into place. We'll finish off our stone, a piece of fabric, and stone dust, and we're ready for the last step. All right, just put that fabric on top of it, John, and get some stone dust. While you're doing that, I'm going to drive a piece of re-rod right down next to this cheek to keep it from kicking out. All right, slide your end in. Mine coming in. Gonna come off the forks, all right? Ready?
Yep.
Okay. Now, we're just gonna... You in? Pretty good. Looks like it's gotta come a little bit to me. Maybe
It's
a hair
almost
more.
there. Yeah, a little
more.
bit.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay. I think we're good.
Okay.
All right, let me check the pitch on these. That looks good. That looks good. Now the key is when you're setting this bottom step to shim it up with a little bit of stone dust so it has pitch. Then when you lay this next step on, it has the same exact pitch. And over here, we overlap the bottom step and it helps to hide that joint.